All right, Smell Good family, before we get started today, I just want to address one thing that I recently had going on in one of the, Instagram DM that I received. I had somebody reach out to me and says, hey man, why are you, turning your back on sweet fragrances? Why are you so negative towards sweet fragrances? And for a guy who's all positive, you always have bad things to say about sweeter fragrances. And, I read it and I laughed. And normally I don't reply. I just choose not to. But I replied to this one. Because obviously this person doesn't watch the content, doesn't hear the conversation that I have around the sweeter fragrances and my thoughts and opinions on just where I am in my journey and what's good for me. And I always keep that first. I don't really involve myself with people's opinions of things. I have my own. All right. So I don't, I thought I made it clear. I don't have a disdain for the sweeter fragrances. They just are not my vibe, bro. That's all it was. And I let Buddy know what it was. And I let him know, hey, keep it cool, keep it respectful, man. And, just do that. just do that. But, everyone has an opinion. Constructive criticism is cool. And all of that is just fine, here. But I just think before you speak to me on something, make sure you have the entire experience of what I said, all right, before you coming for me with my thoughts and my opinions. I just thought that was very interesting about this particular person wanted to let me know that he was coming to avenge the sweet fragrance community. People gotta find them. People gotta find them something to do, bro. People gotta find them something to do. Let's get started with today's video. YouTube, what's going on, YouTube? What is going on? What is happening, man? Of course, it's your guy, one more time, DEDRICKHICKSJR, and now I'm back with another fragrance video. Smell good, family. Hopefully, everyone is doing well, doing great, doing fantastic. And as always, man, it's positive energy, it's positive vibes, and most importantly, it is positive vibes only, all right? So today, Smell Good, family, we are here with fragrances for the mature man for this fall season, all right? So we've done a lot of fall content here. And I'm just really responding to you guys. And that's what this video is based upon. I had a gentleman hit me up and say, hey, D, what kind of fragrances do you recommend for the more mature man, maybe the more older, the the unks of the world. Shout out to EQ, the unks of the family, the unks of, wherever you may be. And I got y'all covered, man. I got 7 fragrances here today that really highlight that mature level for the mature man. That is maneuvering day to day. All right. So you always have a lot of fun with the date night scents and a lot of fun with the, the fun date, the fun scents and all the stuff like that. But, with me, I consider myself to be, I am a mature individual and a mature man myself. I was very, very yes, let's do that. Let's do that video. So let's go ahead and get started. All right. Up first, man, this is a darling for the fall season that packs a punch and has class and sophistication, and it's just one of the elite experiences when you're talking about a masculine profile, especially perfect for the fall. From the house of Zaharoff, we have Signature Pour Homme. Signature Pour Homme, get that in focus. There we go. Signature Pour Homme from the house of Zaharoff. I love this stuff. I remember the first time I smelled it. I didn't smell this until, it was a while into my Zaharoff journey. But when I got my nose on this with the woods and the spices and the oud and just how this was choreographed and presented to the world is outstanding. This is a masculine beauty here. Mature vibes for sure. This is not a playful scent. None of these I would consider playful in any way, shape, or form with what we're talking about today. This is definitely for the mature person. Just depends on where you are in your life and if you can appreciate a profile like this. Juniper, oud, some cardamom in here, just earthy touches And don't get it confused. This is not something that's, grandpa or, outdated. No, that's not what I'm saying here. It is, it is far and removed from those, juvenile profiles. Just call it what it is. Far and removed from a juvenile profile. This is definitely for a man who knows what's going on with himself. He knows where he's been, he knows where he's going, and he knows where he is at. And all of these fragrances represent that. So definitely a great option this fall for the more mature man. From the house of Zaharoff, we have the beautiful signature Pour Homme. This stuff is outstanding. A lot of love for this one, man. A lot of love. Claudier, the great Claudier, George Zaharoff. Fantastic work here with this particular fragrance, man. The one that kind of really set it off for the brand. Great stuff. All right. Up next, this is literally a 10 out of 10 masculine masterpiece. I love this fragrance. This screams class, sophistication. I am him. Not him. I'm him. From the House of Creed, we have the great Royal Oud. I don't care what you say when it comes to perfumery for the masculine man. If this ain't on the list, I don't know if I can trust you. I don't know if I can trust you, man. This is old school money. This is old player vibes. This is I am the boss of bosses. I'm the person they call. I'm the person the boss calls when he needs some advice on when to make a decision. That's what this is. This is elite perfumery for sure. The woods, the spices, the green, the earthy touches, the oud, everything in here is beautiful. It is outstanding for the fall season. And like I said, if you are not looking for a juvenile experience when it comes to your particular fragrance, this is one to look into. Rather expensive on the market. You can get it for a much cheaper price on discounters for sure. But the way that this was constructed, man, this is like the peak of Creed. It's like the peak. They were rolling out these great fragrances, man, and this is one of those ones. I know Aventus gets all the love, and rightfully so. I love Aventus. But this right here, man, look here. If I ain't gonna say that. I ain't gonna say that, man. I gotta think that one through. We'll revisit that one, all right? But great for the masculine man, the more mature man, the mature man for this fall season. And even going into the winter time. All of these, you can take these into the winter. Great stuff. From the House of Creed, we have the great Royal Oud. Royal Oud. Beautiful. All right, up next, man. Talking about classy and a fougere well done. From the house of Naughton and Wilson, we have Gravitus Pour Homme. This is awesome stuff, man. I smelled this from a sample a few... was it last year? No, a couple years ago. Smelled it from a sample a couple of years ago. I fell in love with it, man. And I always told myself, I'm going to get a bottle, going to get a bottle, going to get a bottle. Well, last Black Friday, Naughton and Wilson was having a sale. And I grabbed this one in Arezzo. And if you're a lover of fougères, you got to get your nose on this, man. It's a beautiful fougère style DNA with your traditional fougère layers. But man, you get this, it's like a sweetness to this one, man, that really, really allows this fragrance to stand out for sure. It's not a hard to get along with fougère. It actually has some more simpler revelations to this particular fougère in this one here, man. And it's as classic as you can get. It doesn't smell outdated. It doesn't smell like it was back in the 1950s. No, it actually smells like an updated take on those older takes on the fougère style of DNA. And I like those too. I still like those to this day. I just think they have aged well, but this is like the subtle, slight remix of this fougère profile. Still classy, elevated take on the profile. Quality and just sensational. If you have not looked into Naughton and Wilson, I highly recommend doing so. This is stellar. Outstanding take on the fougere scent, and great for the mature man this fall season for sure. From the house of Naughton and Wilson, we have the great Gravitas Pour Homme. That's right, I said great. It's up there. When you talk of fougères, you gotta talk Gravitas from Naughton and Wilson. All right, up next, woo-wee, one of the very best tobacco fragrances you could ever get your nose on. But the note of cardamom here and hazelnut here, elevated to a beautiful experience, man. From the house of Day 3 Fragrances, we have Philosophia. Now, this is one that I pulled out. If you're talking about date night, going to a cigar lounge, you know, just kind of maneuvering around, you're still dressed up, you're not wearing a sweatsuit. You know, you got a pea coat on, maybe turtleneck, some slacks, might be doing your Chelsea boots, might be doing some soft bottoms, you might be doing some hard bottoms. You know, when you're stepping out, you're still riding the mature wave, and here you go. This is beautifully done. The cardamom and the tobacco here are really the standout features to me. You do get this hazelnut chocolatey feel to this fragrance. Oh, the blend of it is outstanding, exceptional, beautiful, just great. And this could be the good time fragrance for the more mature man. Again, you don't get nothing fun and juvenile about this. Not at all. Not at all. You get a very mature blend of a fragrance here. And this is one for sure. Like I said, if you're kind of letting your hair down a little bit in the fall season, you're stepping out at the nighttime, you're in your unk bag. You're in your unk bag. Philosophia is one that can be very complimentary to what you're looking to achieve this particular evening or date or whatever it is that you got going on. All right, so definitely a beautiful representation of how tobacco should be treated. And I think the note of cardamom and that hazelnut and that kind of slightly chocolatey feeling here is beautiful. This is one of the best, man. From the house of Day 3 Fragrances, definitely for the mature man this fall season, we have the great Philosophia. Beautiful, man. Michael Paul was in his bag with this one for sure. All right, up next, one of my absolute personal favorites, this is my most worn from this particular house and one of the best from the brand, man. From the house of Mind Games, we have the great Gambit. This stuff is awesome. Petitgrain, patchouli, clove is the featured note here. A little lavender. Oh, it's outstanding, bro. For me, this is a great one to wear to the office during the cooler months when you're kind of switching up the wardrobe. You know, you're wearing more flannels, you're wearing cardigans, you're wearing a little pullover sweat. Like you're kind of switching up your vibe a little bit. The air has changed a little bit, and you want to keep that mystique. And this has masculine mystique. And as a mature man, I know that the mindset of most mature men who are dialed into themselves, you know, they're very calculated in how they present themselves. And this is a fragrance, all of these, but this one is a true standout. You're walking into a room, you're going to handle some business, you walk into the office, you know, you might be going out, I don't know, like a guy's night out, you and the fellas getting together, going to a nice luxury cigar bar, a nice bar, kind of getting together, catching up. You just wanted to be known, I am here. No one might not be looking for me, but I am here, all right? And this fragrance is a great representation of that. Great performer, great blend. It kind of gives off this kind of overly mature, it doesn't smell like it, but this kind of overly mature take on the mature Dior Sauvage Elixir. Doesn't smell like the Dior Sauvage Elixir, so hear me. Doesn't smell like it, but it will remind you of it. It will remind you of it, for sure. At least it reminds me. It reminds me of it, all right? And Gambit is just one of those I love this stuff. And the note of clove can be a tricky note. But here is blended very well. Beautiful, beautiful stuff. Definitely for the mature man this fall. From the house of Mind Games, we have the great Gambit. Beautiful, great fragrance, man, for sure. All right, two more left to discuss. We're gonna go into the SHEA world, all right? This is a fantastic SHEA fragrance, man. I've never smelled anything like this. This house continues to impress me all the time. From the house of Maxim Perfumes, we have SHEA de Grande. SHEA de Grande. This is a spicy Chypre beauty here, man. Oh my God. Rich woods, rich spices. There's some fresh factors to this fragrance as well. Some green tones, slightly citrusy pop in the opening of this. This kind of really kind of riled up oak moss wave. I don't care. I'll put this up against any Chypre out there. Any Chypre. Look at me trying to be sophisticated. Any Chypre out there. I will put it up against. I will put it up against it. This is outstanding stuff, man. Quality's through the roof. These fragrances are not cheap. Very natural representation with how these fragrances are built from Maxim Perfumes. And SHEA de Grande is a spice Chypre sensation. And for the masculine man, in the fall of 2025, you're talking about I'm a boss type of scent, or I'm him type of scent, and watch how you speak to me energy. Man, look, this is one of those ones for sure, man. There's nothing playful, there's nothing juvenile, there's nothing youthful about this fragrance. This is, oh, stay clear of him. He don't mess around. Like, stay clear of him type vibe. You feel me? Like, this is what this is. From the house of Maxim Perfumes, we have SHEA de Grande. Beautiful stuff. Pure magic in the bottle here. Definitely not for everybody. Definitely not. All right. And last and definitely not least, this is one of the best releases of 2024. I think it came out. Did it come out 2024? Yeah, this came out late 2024, I believe. One of the best releases for sure. Was it late 2024 or early 2025? Don't quote me. From the house of Terre d'Hermès, we have Terre d'Hermès Eau de Parfum Intense. Get that in focus. There we go. Such a unique take on that classic Terre d'Hermès profile, which I love. And most mature men, most mature gentlemen probably rock out with that style of a profile. Not all, but most, in my opinion, that I've come across at least. But this is so much different, man. You have this this licorice and coffee and lava rock. I still don't know what lava rock is. But that licorice and that coffee infused into that vintage DNA from the Terre d'Hermès. And at first I was like, yo, this is so different that I'm not able to register, you know, what's going on. And sitting with this for quite some time now, I've obviously been able to get a handle on this profile. And this is so different. This is a standout fragrance. If you're trying to stand out and not trying to smell like anybody else, like even comparison to some of these profiles that we talked about today, this is one that you might get a long look. Like somebody might be like, yo, what's that? What's he wearing? Not in a bad way, but it really comes off ultra unique. And you don't got to go niche all the time to find a unique experience. Hermès is a great example of that. And this EDP Intense gives you that licorice, that coffee, that lava rock infused into that original style DNA is on full display here. This is excellent stuff. I'll probably wear this week to the office. Almost a gourmandish feel. The coffee kind of gives off like a gourmandish play. And when I say gourmand, it doesn't mean that it's gonna be more playful, gonna be more juvenile. No, not at all. This is one that's ultra unique, not for everybody, but definitely for the more mature man, for sure. And during this fall season 2025, you're trying to be different, you're trying to stand out. This is one to look into for sure. Great performer, great fragrance, but different. Really good though. From the house of Hermès, we have Terre d'Hermès EDP Intense. Good stuff, man. Got a little dent going. Little dent. We're gonna be wearing this again real soon. All right. So there you have it. Those are 7 fall fragrances for the mature man for fall 2025. None of these, like I said, they're not playful. They are not youthful. They are very mature. And if you don't know what you're doing, then don't mess with these. If you don't know what you're doing, don't mess with these. These fragrances are going to end up wearing you instead of you wearing the fragrance, and that's for sure. All right. So all my OGs out there, all my mature guys, all my unks out there, big bros and such out there, man. Salute to y'all. Looking for something a little bit more to the ground. You're not trying to, look like a clown or a goofy out here walking into a cigar lounge smelling like a sugar cupcake. And I just don't think that's just the best route to go. You walking on the first date and you smell like a bag of Skittles. I don't know. There comes a point in time, in my opinion, hey, you got to grow up a little bit. You can mature a little bit, and everything got to go into place. But now somebody getting offended because they think I'm talking about them. I'm just keeping it a bean. All right, well, there you have it. I enjoyed this video. We might do a part 2 to this. Y'all let me know if y'all want to see it. All right. So until next time, be cool, be safe, take care of yourselves. Positive energy, positive vibes only, man. So spike it up, spike it down, spike that thing all around. And remember, what you put out into this world, Unc, it's exactly where you are going to get back. All right. I appreciate y'all, man. Thank y'all for the love, peace, and of course, till next time, it's Black.